What's up, traders? Mike here with the watch list video for Friday, October 17th. There's the daily on the SPY. Things that you've seen a few days where we've closed below the open recently, a couple of them after this big nasty one. And it definitely feels a little heavier out there. Like things aren't running as quick. Little pops are getting smashed down a little more quickly. Always good to know that, but I would also argue that I've got some charts that look really good going into Friday, and maybe they'll continue and give an even better setup next week. But you probably know I'm already talking about some potential bounce plays. All right. Anyway, let me go into the list. PSNL. That's just a strong chart in a weak tape. Pretty strong close there too, right? So you definitely want to watch that one tomorrow. SOND. Big volume and a fairly strong close. QCLS. You have to kind of squint to see it, but maybe if we zoom in, you can get a little better look. You got, a recent high there, lower high, a little extra volume today. I believe this was touted as the next quantum play or something. I saw a headline, something like that. Anyway, it's certainly worth watching tomorrow. FEMY. Trump did a IVF thing at the White House today, and anything related to IVF seems to be popping, and FEMY is one of them. So I put that one on watch. Also the symbol IVF closing way off its highs, but certainly worth watching tomorrow as well. BIAF, again, you kind of have to squint to see it, but if you zoom in, you can kind of see that this was pretty nice volume, actually 20 million shares ish, right? And topped at 350 back here, topped at 365. So when you zoom in, you can kind of see the daily's kind of interesting and near a little mini breakout. All right, so that one goes on watch. IRBT, just an inside red day after the big rip. Could be a third day play there. CRML, and here come some of my favorite bounce play setups. And I think they're pretty much all rare earth, right? These things that were on fire. And I thought to myself, if I were a swing trader, I'd be waiting for a pullback to start nibbling on some of these. And they're all getting about there, right? So there's 3 red days in a row on CRML. Reminder to everybody in chat, though, I don't just randomly buy these, right? They have to, I've even got an alert set on that one, right around the 20-day. But they have to meet my intraday setups, and sometimes that can be on a gap down or, say, a narrow range for most of the day in an afternoon breakout. You guys know what we look for. So there could be some good setups tomorrow. The USAR is one of them. NB right down to the 20-day. UAMY, another one. They all look similar, which makes sense, right? AREC. But rare earths could give a really nice bounce one of these days. And then SANA. Eric Jackson, I think, mentioned this as a huge play yesterday, which is what popped it. And today on much lower volume, put in a red inside day. Could be a third day play there. And then GWH, I'm also going to throw on bounce watch. But it's getting pretty close to a round trip. I don't love it, but you never know. We may get an A+ setup in that one too. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the chat room in the pre-market, and we'll add some gappers to this list. And I do think we're going to get some good setups tomorrow. Have a good night.